And here we go, we got the next mod upgrade for my camping trailer. So, with the top off, it means we can put one of these toolbox attachments on. Chuck it down. There it is there. So I'm just gonna nip those two top bits off, add a cross rail in, and then bolt straight to that. Might be the easiest. Probably put some like jerry can holders here, and that is going to be my tyre mount. That's going to be perfect, and we'll go from there. I haven't put struts on these. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, because when you are in it, it's only going to be opened up to that angle. That's as high as it's probably going to be able to go. I'm thinking of just putting some blocks in, some fold out legs that basically click in when it's open. The gravity will fall them out, and then done. Get out of there, get out of there, you're going to get caught. Oh. Nice and simple. I'll just get the 4, maybe 6 bolts on either side, and then you can see it's bracketed with aluminium. I'm going to strap over the top of those because it was starting to get a little bit worn. I mean, I was about 3 years of use, and you can start to see there it was just wearing away. Even over here had a bit of pull as well too, so there's been a fair bit of damage. Just because it was alley mounted, I actually had ratchet straps that held it in place as well too, that minimized the wobble. They did help, but it was just not the greatest. I had about 3 or 4 trips on it, and it was just starting to degrade, and I needed something to actually bolt it down to the frame as well too. And we are just needing more space in the camper itself, so that's probably only going to be adding an extra 200 kilos tops. In fact, I can mostly lift that, so it's definitely probably not 200 kilos, probably close to like the more the 80 or 90. I've got a weighbridge on this. I think it was about 500 to 600, and it can do a ton. I really don't want it to do a ton, but we'll see how it goes. I reckon it'll probably be pushing about 800 when I'm done, and that's including fully loaded as well too. Now, I've even added in a massive battery, and with the, I'll just show. Brilliant, and let's get back to bolting this on. I can actually show you the drawer setup. Look, there's got the old King's drawers there as well too. That carpet really actually surprisingly helps lower the rattle. I mean, you don't hear the rattle. And I've even took out all the plates. I'm going to use them elsewhere because, well, I couldn't use the top anywhere, so that made it easy. And it just perfectly fits my marquee and the marquee head as well there too. That is so good. Pretty sure that I reckon these will form. These racks here, they'll form, and I'll probably put something along there as well too. So when I put stuff on this, it doesn't slide out either way as well too. That'll keep that nice and steady, and I'll be able to put a few chairs in here. We're going to get some awning walls for the marquee walls for this one. We might even get a fly wire as well too, and then put that in here. So we've got a bigger setup, all based off that marquee, and then we can expand from there. And then keep this stuff locked up as well too when we're on the road. Alrighty, this is starting to look super legit. Bam. There we go. Bang, bang. A few dozen bolts on there, just holding it down. Next part is got to work out. I reckon it needs a clean before I put that on as well too. I might take it to the local wash and give it a spray down. My gurney's broken, so then I'm going to cut them off, and then I'm going to mount them. I think I'm thinking about how I'm going to attach that to the roof. Think. Boom. Cross rails done. There we go, just like that. Zip, 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 and there we go. Nice and flat, and it sits at about there. So with the rooftop tent, still going to be under the roof line. Perfect. And there we go. I have smashed it on there. 4, 2 on each side. And I do not like that. So I'm going to take it all apart, take these bars off as well. I'm going to take that aluminium bar off as well too. I just don't like strapping down to that as well too. It's just flimsy. It's failed on me before and I'm not having it happen again. So I've already got the bolts, the kit, everything. I'm actually going to use this as the perfect bracket system. I'm going to undo the straps, lift the mattress pack up, and then with those bars, I'm basically just going to drill 2 points. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, chuck 8 bolts nice and evenly, and I'll go to these, and it'll also drop about 2 inches as well too, which meaning I won't have that low clearance there, so I'll be able to open those doors a little bit easier as well. Gave it a go. So it's basically, it was just trial and error just to get it the strongest it can be on the straight on that, and I just do not trust that the way that I've set that up as well. So it is prone to failure if there's just too much weight pulling to one side. So that'll probably be the easiest way to get that down nice and flat, and we'll go from there. So at least I've got a bracket system that I'll be able to drill 8 perfect little holes in the exact same spot, and go from there. The annoying part is I'm going to have to undo this tent that's within the box, and then do the drilling and then put it back all again. So can't wait. Can't wait. Getting out the bar is not going to be that hard, but it's just going to be tedious and time consuming. It's got to be done though, so for a better, safer setup. Cheers. And there's the finished product. There we go. So there we go. I just managed to just strap the tyre to the front. That's pretty basically sturdy as well too. Like, not going anywhere, gotta say it. It's perfectly sitting on that wire rack as well too. Managed to get the Anderson plug in there as well too. The Anderson plug goes all the way up in there as well too, and that's also wired in. Even managed to get the jerry can holders on there as well too. I put a reverse camera mount on there as well too. I need to move it because as soon as you put the jerrys in there, you can't see anything. And lastly, literally just a few milk crates. I've screwed them down and that is it. That's all my battery setup is. I've just got the fuse, got the solar charger, and then basically this overflow switch that I can charge the rest of the setups and the front battery with. And then you basically press that button, undo that latch, push that up, and sit back and watch the magic. Pumps it all up, and there's just one pole. There we go. The Camper 2.0. So there we go. Camper done. And thank you very much. This is another one from me, Thomas Freeman. Make sure you hit up my socials, all Thomas Freeman. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as well too. Thank you very much. Make sure you hit up the old bushed up merch as well too. Make sure you get yourself a hat holder. They are super convenient. Got to get one of them. And it's as easy as that. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.